What if I told you the part of salmon you might usually discard could become the star ingredient of your new favorite salad? Get ready for crispy perfection meeting creamy avocado goodness. For a printable version of this recipe, visit my website, just Google salmon skin salad to find me. Now let's start by patting a few salmon skin thoroughly dry with paper towels until it's completely moisture free. You might be wondering why I'm being so obsessive about drying, but any excess water is going to force the heat to evaporate the moisture before it can start crisping the skin, and that leads to soggy, uneven results. When you dry fully, those natural fats in the skin can render properly and create the perfect crunch we're after. Once your skin is nice and dry, lightly season it with some pepper. Then dust it with about half teaspoon of cornstarch. I like to use a pastry brush to get a perfectly thin and even coating. Then you can brush off any excess. Time to get the skin crispy. Add about 1 tablespoon of cooking oil to the pan over medium-high heat. Make sure you're using a high smoke point oil to prevent any scorching disasters. When the oil is hot, carefully place the salmon skin in the pan, scaled side up, and resist the urge to move it around. Let it fry and disturb until those edges start turning golden and crisp, usually just a couple of minutes, then flip it once to ensure even cooking on both sides. Now you might be surprised to learn that crispy salmon skin is actually way more popular outside of Japan. In fact, if you visit any sushi restaurant in Japan, you won't find crispy salmon skin rolls on the menu. Many Japanese people, myself included, do appreciate the crispy skin that comes with grilled salmon, but there aren't many who think to make the skin itself the star of the show. That's exactly why I wanted to experiment using crispy salmon skin in new ways. No research, just pure experimentation, and this is what I came up with. Once it's gorgeously crispy all over, carefully remove the salmon skin and let it drain on a paper towel or wire rack to get rid of any excess oil. While that's cooling, let's whip up our dressing. In a bowl, combine half tablespoon of soy sauce, half tablespoon of olive oil, half tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, half teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of wasabi paste, half teaspoon of honey, and 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame seeds. Give this a really good whisk. I like using a balloon whisk until everything's creamy and emulsified. I also sometimes add a pinch of ground black pepper to taste, but it's optional. As always, all ingredients and exact measurements for this recipe can be found in the description box below. Next up, let's chop 1 Japanese cucumber or half a Persian cucumber and drop those pieces straight into the bowl with the dressing. Next, we're going to cube 1 avocado. By the way, if you enjoy this salmon skin salad, I think you also love my Mugen cabbage recipe. Check the description for more related recipes. Now I'm adding about 60 grams of smoked salmon. Just tear it with your hands and drop it straight in. Gently fold everything together until it's all well coated, but be gentle with the avocado. We want to keep those nice chunks intact. Let those ingredients rest in the dressing for just a few minutes. This little pause helps them absorb all those combined flavors of citrus, soy, and that mild kick from the wasabi. For the grand finale, arrange about 50 grams of fresh mixed greens on your serving plate. Spoon the dressed avocado, cucumber, and smoked salmon mixture right on top. Then for my favorite part, use your hands to crush up the crispy salmon skin and crown everything with those golden crunchy bits. And there you have it, a creative salad packed with texture and flavor that takes something most people would throw away and turns it into the star of the show. Want even more delicious recipes? Grab my free cookbook from the link in the description. Okay, let's go over the ingredients one more time. And if you're ready to cook, grab the written instructions by clicking the full recipe box with a picture that's about to pop up on your screen. There we go, the link to the full recipe is on the screen for you now, and if you want to watch more similar videos, don't miss my salad playlist popping up on your screen as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.